Hello, I am so excited to talk to you today about mindfulness. And if you think you don't have time for mindfulness meditation, um, so hold on a second. Ah, all right, here we go. This is why it's live. We get to do all kinds of crazy things. So, are you a parent and you think that you don't have time for mindfulness meditation? Um, so many parents don't. So I'm Hunter Clark Fields. I teach mindful parenting. I'm the author of Raising Good Humans. And the truth is that mindfulness practice is this like parental superpower that all parents need. And there's a couple of reasons why. Like not only are there, 47 different studies that Johns Hopkins surveyed that show that mindfulness increases sense of well-being, decreases anxiety, decreases depression, um, increases your sleep, your ability to sleep, all of these wonderful things. It has so many amazing benefits. But this is the kicker for parents. Mindfulness increases our impulse control. It lowers our reactivity. So what's happening is you're building a muscle in your brain, literally. Well, not quite literally, but you literally are making changes in your brain. So when we're at our worst in our parenting is when we are reactive, right? When we're losing it. I think we can agree, right? And when we're losing it, what's happening is the brain is that the seat of that stress response that is in the brain stem, like back in here in the brain, um, called the amygdala. These are like the amygdala are like the alarm centers of the brain, and they are the parts of the brain that the stress response sets off. And what's happening then is it's literally bypassing the other parts of the brain so you can be reactive. So you can't access like your logical thinking, your problem solving, you can't access your verbal ability, your empathy, all of these things that you need to be able to parent effectively in those difficult moments. You literally can't access them when your stress response is happening. And when you have a mindfulness practice, you literally build that muscle of being less reactive. And what's happening in the brain is so interesting. The brain scans show us that it literally shrinks in gray matter in those amygdala alarm bells of the brain, literally shrinks the connectiveness between that and the rest of the brain, and literally grows more dense in gray matter, the prefrontal cortex, which is where all of that higher order thinking is, that verbal ability, logic, problem solving, empathy, all of those things we need to parent well, right? So we want this. This is like this parental superpower. It's this muscle that you can build, lower your reactivity. Yes, yes, you might be saying, I totally want this, Hunter. Great. So how do we get it? We get it through mindfulness meditation. Oh, but I don't have time to do mindfulness meditation. I'm a busy parent with toddlers, with little kids. They wake me up. I don't have time to do this. I hear that all the time. But the truth is, you do have time to do this. And I will prove it to you. Okay, so do you have time to scroll on Facebook? Do you have time to spend 5 minutes on Instagram? Because literally, 5 minutes is all you need. You can literally start a practice with a 3 minute meditation that I have resources for. So you can do it. You do have the time, and you can start really, really small. So it's not like we want to like start to build this muscle and this habit, because then when we get to a moment like our kids like losing it, they're losing it, and we're starting to get triggered, we can't expect ourselves to respond in a calm, non-reactive way if we've never practiced it, right? We need to actually build that muscle if we think we're ever going to be able to use it. So you do have time. If you have time to be on social media, you do have time. But I've worked with parents of babies and small children who literally, like, it's so hard to find time. So we work with them. I work with them in mindful parenting to find the time. Some of the times that you may be able to find if you are nursing a small infant, that's a great time to set a timer and deliberately practice right before you go to bed at night. You can tag with your partner, literally go out of the house, walk up and down the street for 5 minutes. So we get really creative as when new members enter the Mindful Parenting membership. Our community manager, says, "Hey, do you want an accountability partner?" And you get not only something that you're just trying to do all by yourself, you get a whole community and coaches who are helping you and connecting you with other people who are trying to do it so you can connect with them. But it doesn't really take that much time. It only takes about 5 minutes. Okay? So you can do it. I promise you, you can do it. And you can build that muscle. And not only does it make you become a more conscious parent, more present, more grounded, less likely to lose it, but it's that skill and that ability helps you in every single part of your life too. It goes well beyond that too. So you have time. If you have questions, you can put them in the chat below. And if you want to know more, you can get the whole mindful parenting roadmap and a free 5 minute video about how to stop yelling in 10 seconds, my top 2 tools. You can get that at mindfulmamamentor.com/stop yelling. I'll put links here, and I invite you to go check that now. But there's in that free offering, I have the Mindful Parenting Roadmap, which talks about this step of calming our reactivity. And it's step number one, and it's step number one that we do in the course because it changes everything. It's a habit, it's a keystone habit that changes all other habits, and you can do it. All right, I hope this has been helpful. Thank you so much. Namaste.